śubhāṅgaḥ śāntidaḥ sraṣṭā kumudaḥ kuvalēśayaḥ gōhitō gōpatirgōptā vṛṣabhākṣō vṛṣapriyaḥ.
śubhāṅgaḥ. So Shubha plus Anga. Shubha means auspiciousness, Kalyanatva, Mangalatva. Anga means limbs, parts of the physical body. So when we say Bhagavan is śubhāṅgaḥ, it means he is an embodiment of, personification of all that which constitutes Shubha, all that which constitutes Mangalatva. For Hanumanji we say Mangalamurti Marutanandana. Auspiciousness. It is like auspiciousness has taken a form and is walking on 2 feet. That is why every part of the Lord we associate with the lotus. The lotus is one of the most beautiful flowers. We call it as a national flower also. Why? It is given a special place, a unique place other than the other flowers. There is a reason for it. And when it comes to the Lord, we always liken every part of his body to a lotus. We say lotus-like feet, lotus-like hands, lotus-like face, lotus petal-like eyes. So everything is compared to the lotus over there. The lotus is the most beautiful flower. It's beautiful, it is very soft, the beautiful fragrance about it associated with it, and also the lotus blooms only when the sun comes up. So therefore it just means that he is most enchanting, he is most attractive, he is most captivating. When we read the Bhagavad, we get so many instances and incidents where everybody was just so captivated by the sheer physical beauty of Lord Krishna that they just forget everything, including plants and animals, not only human beings. So therefore so captivating. Not, like I said, not only the physical beauty, every part of him, even the incidents around him, the stories around him are also Shubha Mangala only. They are also equally captivating. So when we talk about, it's not just when we see the Lord, we get lost in his beauty. Even when we hear of his glories, his incidents, we again are just lost over there. So that way śubhāṅgaḥ. śāntidaḥ, the means to give. Shanti means peace. We are not talking about the outer peace that we talk about. I was feeling very thirsty, I got a glass of water, now I am feeling very peaceful. I was hungry, I ate something, and therefore now I am very peaceful. This is all external. Because of something, at this point of time I am feeling satisfied, and therefore I am peaceful. But after some time it will go away. So here we are talking about something which is very, very subjective. It's not peace because of, it is peace in spite of. Everything outside may not be all right. Everything is in 6s and 7s. But yet, a person who can hold on to that inner peace, state of peace within himself, such a person is called as a Mahatma, a Jivan Mukta. Nothing can shake him. He has actually transcended his mind, but from our standpoint, if we can attribute a mind to him, there are absolutely no waves over there. No raga, dvesha waves. Raga and dvesha are opposite of each other. Attraction and repulsion, likes and dislikes. We are caught up in raga and dvesha, in likes and dislikes, in what is conducive to us and what is not conducive to us. And therefore eternally, constantly, 24/7, 365 days, our minds are agitated. We are in anxiety because we are trying to run after that which we like. That which we like moves away from us, and we are running away from what we don't like, but what we don't like seems to be running behind us. That is what is called as life. And therefore the exhaustion, therefore the samsara, which we say exhausting, painful, burdensome. So one who can handle both raga and dvesha, or go beyond raga and dvesha, he alone has his inner equipment in composure. Tranquility is there, calmness is there, composure is there. There are no waves over there. Rising and falling, raga and dvesha, or the duality. Raga and dvesha are pair, opposites. So opposites are many. Heat and cold, joy and sorrow, victory and defeat, profit and loss, honor and dishonor. We get caught up in all these. In our lives, at any point of time, in any given place, occasion, one of them we are associated with. And we know it's the nature of life that both of them come and go. Therefore, we are never in peace with ourselves. So here is a person who can give to us this peace. The peace that passeth all understanding. For a person looking from outside, nothing may be all right for this person. He may be in sheer poverty, no next meal, there is no roof under which to, we can take shelter. Nothing is okay. But still that blissful smile on that Mahatma's face. What is it that makes him smile? It looks like he is reveling. He is reveling in bliss. Blissful he is. In a state of Ananda he is. Why? Because he is at peace with himself, in himself. Tyagaraja Swami in one of his kirtan says, Shantamu leka saukyamu ledu. If you cannot bring peace into yourself, there is no possibility of being happy, leave alone Ananda and bliss. So if Saukyatvam should come to us, Shantata must come to us, peace. Who will give both to us? Bhagavan alone can give both to us. He is the one who can take us out of this mesh of net of raga and dvesha. Help us to transcend it. Because by ourselves, it's very difficult for us. There are infinite number of likes, infinite number of dislikes. How will we slowly go beyond them all? We invoke His grace and blessings. With His grace and blessings, we will be able to go beyond our raga and dvesha, likes and dislikes. Then that peace will settle in us, which means He is giving to us that inner peace. Paramashanti it is called. In the Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavan says in so many places, you will get associated with that eternal peace. If you come to me, if you associate yourself with me, if you bring your mind to me, once that peace comes to us, bliss is just round the corner. It will come to us. So therefore we pray unto the Lord to give to us the peace. Otherwise we are in pieces only inside. Outside we can go around saying I'm very happy, I'm very peaceful. But it's not like that at all. So therefore, who is it that who will give to us that peace and that shantata and saukyatva, the happiness or the bliss? Bhagavan Himself will bestow it upon us. So He is the one who will give to us Shanti, śāntidaḥ, sraṣṭā, one who is responsible for srishti. He is the one who creates everything. So from Him everything rises, all the worlds, all the things, all the beings, whether we can see them or we cannot see them. Sukshma, the virus, the bacteria, the unicellular organisms, small. So everything has come only from Himself. From Him the 5 great elements came, and the permutation and combination of the 5 great elements is what we are seeing outside of us and inside of us. Because we are also a part of creation. We also were created. So all of creation who is responsible for it? Bhagavan alone is responsible for it. He is identifying Himself with the creator Brahma over here. Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara, all are He. So therefore sraṣṭā, He is the one who creates everything. From where does He create? He creates from Himself. For anything, we need an intelligent person to create. So the intelligence behind it, intelligent cause, or we call it as the efficient cause. Then we need an instrumental cause, an instrument on which we put something and then create out of it. So instrumental cause. And then the material cause. the material with which something has been created. A mud pot. Mud is the material, the potter's wheel is the instrument, and the potter himself behind it, who puts the mud onto the wheel and then shapes the pot, he is called as the intelligent cause. All of it Bhagavan himself is. He is the intelligent cause, he is the efficient cause, and he is also the material cause. So sraṣṭā, he alone creates. He alone looks after and maintains. Though we attribute it all to ourselves, I am the one who is looking after, I am indispensable, I am maintaining my family, whatever it is. It's all only the Lord's grace. Because of His grace, we are able to do whatever we are doing. So He alone is looking after everybody's yoga and kshema through us. We become an instrument for Him. So He alone looks after, He alone nurtures, nourishes, maintains, sustains. We can't do anything. If He withdraws His grace from us, we won't be able to do anything. So the Vishnu aspect over there, and finally He draws back or pulls back everything onto Himself. From Him everything came, in Him everything exists, and finally into Him everything will go back. So sraṣṭā means all of them together. Sraṣṭā, kumudaḥ, ku means earth. Earth means mud, material. So ku over there stands not just for Mother Earth, but it stands for the entire materialistic plane, Prakriti. So kumudaḥ means, mudam means revel in, to be joyous in. So kumudaḥ means one who revels in Mother Earth, one who is very joyous to be associated with her. That is why Vishnu is the consort of Bhudevi, literal meaning. He revels in her association, and she in turn revels in his association. Both of them are inseparable. We have Bhudevi on one side, we have Sri Devi on the other side. So all of them are interrelated. They are all an integral part. Actually it is one. To make us understand, the one has been made into three over there. So the Lord's consorts are Sri Devi and Bhudevi over there. If we attribute the materialistic aspect to Bhudevi, we attribute the spiritual aspect to Sri Devi. There are different interpretations. So kumudaḥ means one who revels in earth, literal meaning, direct meaning, or one who revels in Prakriti. He associates himself with her, and then she in turn, and then together they bring out the entire world, the entire world of things and beings. It's possible only because of the play of both of them. In the 9th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavan says, I take the help of Prakriti. Not that he needs, without, she is a part of him. So he uses Prakriti, and then he says, I create. And what does he create? He creates all things and all beings, and they're all nothing but a permutation and combination of the 5 great elements. So he revels in all of them, because he not only that he created, he is that itself. He is the very thing. It's not that the thing has the Lord, the person has Lord in him. The thing is Bhagavan, the person is Bhagavan. That is what Advaita philosophy tells us. So everything and every being is not that, it's not that they have the divine aspect in them, they have the Lord in them, and therefore they are functioning, but they are the Lord himself, or the Lord himself is that person. The Lord himself is that thing. Therefore he is reveling. He is reveling in himself, because everything is he, every being is he. In that sense, kumudaḥ, he revels in everything. The meaning of the word Rama, Rama we say is Dasharatha's son. But what does Rama mean over there? Sarve ramanti iti Ramaha. One who revels in everything, sarvam, in everything and in every being. As what? As the life in the person, as the consciousness in the person. He alone is reveling. We are going through comedies and tragedies. So we think, where is the Lord reveling in a person, supposing we are going through sorrow or a tragedy? How can we say Bhagavan is reveling in the sense he is there? It's because of him that we are able to recognize our comedy, our days of happiness, happy days, or because of him we are even able to recognize and experience our tragedies and sorrow. Without him, nothing is possible. In that sense, he is reveling. And he doesn't ever he is not a shareholder of our happy times or our sad times. So what should we associate him with? We can associate him only with reveling. He just revels with, and for reveling we don't need anything outside of us. For krida we need, sport we need. We sport with the ball, football, or we are sporting with something. So for a sport or a krida, we need things or we need beings other than ourselves. But to revel in, to do ramana, we don't need anything other than us. Anything or any being. Bhagavan is always in a state of revel. He is always reveling and reveling and reveling within himself. So therefore kumudaḥ, kuvalēśayaḥ, it means one who is reclining on the waters. Vṛṣapriyaḥ, on the deluge waters, was a leaf, banyan leaf floating, and on that sage Markandeya saw a small little baby over there. Who was that? It was Krishna himself. So when everything was tossed about, and because it is all deluge, but over there blissfully Bhagavan was lying on that banyan leaf in a blissful state, reveling, kumudaḥ. Just now we have gone through that. And that banyan leaf was floating on the waters. So one who is reclining on the waters, or it can kuvala also means sarpa, serpent. He is the one who is reclining on Adishesha. In the Bhagavad Gita 10th chapter, Bhagavan identifies himself with Adisha, Naganam, Anantaschasmi Naganam. Amongst the Nagas, I am Shesha, he says. Adishesha, on whom he is reclining on. That entire picture over there represents the picture of a man of perfection, the picture of Jivatma. On the milk ocean, milk means white. White is associated with sattva, with goodness, nobility, virtues. So the entire milk ocean over there, ocean is very expansive and deep. So the milk ocean represents a beautiful, divine, sattvic environment. In that, where not outside of us, within ourselves. In that environment, we have Shesha over there. Adishesha represents our own mind. He's got 1,000 hoods. 1,000 is not 999 plus 1. It's just it's got nothing to do with that number over there. Means so many hoods. With so many hoods he is playing about. So our mind also is playing about or expressing in so many different ways. How many thoughts come out of us? Is it 1,000? It is infinite. We can't count. Different types of thoughts. So quality of thoughts is different. The quantity of thoughts is different. The direction in which our thoughts are moving are different. So many of them are all depicted by the 1,000 hoods over there. Adishesha is coiled. Coiling means to turn upon oneself, to make a U-turn over there. So coiled means a person whose mind is completely under self-control, restrained mind. All our masters, they are an embodiment of vairagya, an embodiment of self-control. So the Shesha is, Adishesha is coiled, and also his hood is not turned outward, it is turned inward. Very unusual. When a cobra coils around itself, even if it coils around itself, the hood will always be turned outward. But here is something which is totally different. The hood is turned inward. Means a mind which is not only under perfect self-control, but it is turned within. It's not extroverted, but it is introverted. It represents a mind at contemplation. A mind at contemplation after sufficient long hours of years of contemplation, after long periods of contemplation, will be able to have the vision of the darshan of Bhagavan. Where is he? He is there, just there. He is lying down on Adishesha. And not Vishnu alone. Lakshmi Sahita Vishnu or Narayana. So Lakshmi Narayana over there lying down on Adishesha represents the state of Jivan Mukti. Ishvara Darshana, Narayana Darshana it represents. And Lakshmi is over there for Purnatva. Prakriti and Purusha, both of them together. They can never ever be separated. Then it won't be Purna. So the all full state is represented by Lakshmi and Narayana. And what is Bhagavan doing? He is sleeping. It is not the Bhoga Nidra that we are all doing. It is a Yoga Nidra. Just like when we are in sleep, every day when we go off to sleep at night, it is a Bhoga Nidra over there. But still in that Nidra, we have transcended temporarily our equipment. We have just gone beyond the body, the mind and the intellect. Even if it be for a few hours, yet we have transcended. But still we are in a state of ignorance. Therefore it is called Bhoga Nidra. Just like in that Nidra, a man of realization has transcended his equipment, his body, his mind and his intellect. All of them have been transcended. Therefore what happens to those three equipment? He is not bothered. It doesn't affect him at all. Just like when a person is sleeping, whatever is happening around them, he is not aware of. He is not conscious. Why? He is in Nidra. He won't react. He won't respond. Similarly, a Mahatma also. He has gone beyond the body, beyond the mind, beyond the intellect. Just like sleep. So whatever happens outside or whatever happens to his equipment, he is not worried about it because he never ever will identify with the world of things and being. Neither will he identify with his own equipment, the body, the mind and the intellect. He has transcended it all. And he is not in a state of ignorance like us. He is in the state of knowledge. Therefore it is called Yoga Nidra. So that entire picture over there which we see normally of Vishnu and Narayana and Lakshmi lying down on Adishesha, which is there on Milk Ocean, represents a picture of a man of perfection, a man of realization, a Jivan Mukta. So kuvalēśayaḥ, gōhitō and Gopati, Gopatihi we will take together. Pati means Lord. So go, we have already gone through the meaning of Govinda earlier. The meaning is the same for this also. So Gopati means Lord of Go. And Gohitam, Hitam means looking after the welfare. Gōhitō, one who takes into consideration the welfare of Go. Now what all does Go represent? So Bhagavan not only looks into the welfare, but he is the Lord of Go. Therefore he is addressed as Gōhitō, Gopatihi, Govindaha. What all does Go represent? Go represents knowledge. Spiritual knowledge we are talking about. Go represent, and a person who is aligned to spiritual knowledge will definitely be aligned to Dharma and culture. So therefore Bhagavan is looking after Dharma. Bhagavan is the one who looks after culture. That is why in the 4th chapter of the Gita, he promises us, whenever Dharma declines and whenever Adharma raises its hood, I will come. And I will make sure that Dharma gets re-established once more. Hitam, he takes care of the welfare of Go, Dharma, culture, knowledge, and he is the Lord of all of them also. In fact, we call him as Dharma. Lord is Dharma and Dharma is Lord. And Go also means the cows also, because Krishna. So Govinda, Gopatihi, Gōhitō, he always looked after the welfare of the cows. Cows stand for all our sattvic our sattvic nature. Sattvic action, more so sattvic thoughts. Because if the thoughts are sattvic, our activities also will be sattvic. They will be aligned with each other. If our thoughts are not sattvic, our actions can never be sattvic. So go also represent not only the cows, go represents sattvic thoughts. So when we slowly start moving on the right path, on the path of dharma, on the path of righteousness, and become more and more sattvic, Bhagavan will reinforce it for us. He will make us stronger and stronger and stronger in terms of sattvikata. We will become more and more sattvic. He'll make sure. He'll reinforce it for us. Go also means sense organs. Cows. So in the morning, the cows are all let loose and they go to the Charabhumi. They go outside. And then they graze and then they come back at night to the house, to the cow shed. Again in the morning, the cows will go. They are allowed to go. Graze over there. And then they come back. Similarly also, when we get up in the morning, our eyes, ears, nose, tongue, skin, they're all like cows. Eyes go grazing. Where do they go grazing? They go grazing in the world of forms and colors. Where do our ears go? They go grazing. Means to experience the world of sounds. The nose goes grazing in the world of fragrances, smells. The tongue, mouth goes into the world of tastes. What variety of tastes we have. And the skin into the world of sensation and touch. Means our transaction in the world outside when we get up. So all the cows go out. And then at night when we are sleeping, what do? We collect it all back into us and go off to rest. So it's like the cows returning back home. Returning back into the cow shed. Go also means therefore sense organ. Who is the Lord of our sense organs? Bhagavan alone. We have eyes, ears, nose, tongue, everything may be there. Eyes may be looking very healthy, but the person may be blind. Ears are there, but the person may be deaf. The tongue is there, mouth is there, but the person may be dumb. Or they can't make out taste, sensation. There are so many people who lose the feeling of sensation, skin. So unless and until the power of vision, power of audition, power of taste, power of sensation are all there in our sense organs can't function. So therefore, who is it? The power itself is called as the Lord. So he is the Lord of sense organs. He is the power behind our eyes, ears, nose, tongue, skin. Therefore, we are able to see, hear, smell, taste, touch. In the Kenopanishad, it is there. He is the eye of the eye. He is the ear of the ear. He is the tongue of the tongue. He is the mind of the mind. Because without him, none of our equipment can function. So, go means sense organ. Who looks after them? Bhagavan alone looks after them. Go also means earth, which we have already seen. Bhudevi's consort is. He looks after the welfare of Prakriti. Prakriti is under him. He is Lord of Maya, Lord of Prakriti. So he is the Lord, Gopati, and he looks after also. And also speech. Go means speech also. So the Lord of speech, he is. Without his grace, we will not be able to speak anything. If we are able to assimilate it in the way it should be assimilated, no bad words or anything which is not all right will come out of our mouth. Why? Lord of speech is there. Where is he dwelling? He is dwelling on our tongue. So when he is dwelling on our tongue, he can never speak anything which is harmful, which is hurting, which is abusive at all. Lord of speech. And welfare also, gōhitō. He looks after our speech. So if we are very good in our speech, for whatever reason, that person is such a soft-spoken person. That person is so good, so gentle, so kind, very pleasing to hear. Whether it is speech or whether it is music, who is there behind it? Lord is there behind it. We are nobody to take the credit for that also. It's because of the Lord that I am being able to speak so beautifully, pleasant, gentle, pleasing, not disturbing to others. So gōhitā and gopatihi. Gopta. Gopta means Gupta, means secret. It's got two meanings. He is veiled. We are not able, even though we say he is nearer than the nearest to all of us. Actually, there is no distance at all between him and us. But he looks farther than the farthest far. He seems to be very, very far away. But Bhagavan says, I am nearer than the nearest for you. Not nearer than the nearest. He says, I am you. But if he is me, myself, and is also all pervading, why is it that we are not able to comprehend and apprehend him? Because he seems to be veiled. He himself says, I am veiled by my own Maya. 7th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita. Daivi hesham gunamayi mama maya duratyaya. Maya is my divine power. And I am veiled. But therefore, it's very difficult to cross over or transcend Maya. But it can be done with my grace, is what the Lord says. So therefore, Gopta means he seems to be protected by, he seems to be veiled by, he seems to be conditioned by something. Therefore, we are not able to see him. So therefore, we need his grace and blessings for him to reveal himself to us. He alone has to finally reveal himself to us. Only then darshan can happen. Saguna or nirguna. Avarana, they say, he is covered by, he is clothed by. How many? We can say one layer around him, one wrap around him. We can say 3 wraps around him. It's all different interpretation. Masters use different ways to explain it to the students. One means ego. Ego gone, everything gone. Ego gone, realization just around the corner. So ego itself is the greatest wrap around us. Or 3 means the 3 equipment. The gross body, the subtle body, and the causal body. They are like 3 wraps around us. So that has to be removed. Only then we will be face to face with the Lord. Pancha koshas, Annamaya kosha up to Anandamaya kosha. Different ways of saying. 9 avaranas are there. 9 wraps around us. Conditionings around us. Therefore, we are not able to experience him who is just there within us. So what should we do? One by one, the avaranas have to be removed from us. Navaratri. 9 nights. Every night, 1 avarana, 1 wrapping should be removed or it should be transcended. So we start from the Mahalaya Amavasya day, that is day 0. We take the Sankalpa, then Navaratri starts, day 1, day 2, day 3, etc. Every day, 1 avarana, 1 layer or wrapping, we should have transcended. After the 9th day is over, all wrappings removed. We are face to face with the Lord. And therefore, Vijayadashmi should happen. Vijaya means Visheshena victory, eternal victory, permanent victory, victory over our own equipment. It's the state of enlightenment that Vijayadashmi represents. This has been very beautifully given to us in the form of kirtans also. Muthuswami Dikshitar, Uttakadu Venkata Subbayar, they were all Sri Vidya Upasakas. Both of them. And both of them have given to us Nava Avarana Kritis, Kirtans, 9 Kirtans, along with an invocation and a Mangala. So 9 plus 2, 11, and before that is a Ganesha Stuti also. Because before anything we have to invoke the grace of Ganapati. So Ganapati Stuti, Ganapati Kirtana is there. Then after that is the invocation. Then afterwards the 9 kirtans come, and then afterwards is the Mangala. Many seekers, even the musicians, normally during Navaratri, if there is a concert, they take up these Nava Avarana Kritis. Dikshitar has written the Kritis on Kamalamba, Devi Kamalamba, and therefore they are called as Kamalamba Nava Avarana Kritis. Uttakadu Venkata Subbayar has written the 9 Nava Avarna Kritis on goddess Kamakshi. So we call them as Kamakshi Nava Avarna Kriti. Even if we do not know classical music, we can hear them. They are so beautiful. Each kirtan is like a mantra. They have done research on them, extensive. And they've given it the vibration that each one of those kirtans create are phenomenal. Immense benefit for all of us. So even if we do not know how to sing, at least we can just listen to them. Beautiful kritis are there. Gopta. Devi over there. Brahman in the form of Devi, because both of them were Sri Vidya Upasakas. So to reach Devi, to have her darshan and to become she herself over there, this is the upasana that is being prescribed, and that is the real Navaratri upasana. So therefore Bhagavan seems to be protected by, covered by, wrapped up by, veiled by Maya, veiled by all these wrappings over. So therefore he is called as Gopta. vṛṣabhākṣā and vṛṣapriyaḥ, we will take it together. We have come across this earlier. Vṛṣa means dharma. So vṛṣabhākṣā means one who rains down dharma. Rain means rain. Water is coming down. So vṛṣabhākṣā, aksha means eyes. One who rains down dharma means dharma is that which will always be to our benefit. It will never be otherwise. So therefore Bhagavan raining down dharma with his eyes means he is showering upon us his grace and blessings. That's the meaning of this word vṛṣabhākṣā. He is the one who just by his look, kataksha drishti we say, Lord, just look at me. With the corner of your eye, look at me. That much is enough. What has he sent to us? He has sent his grace and blessings to us. It's like showers coming down. It's like rain coming down. Because we know how important it is for the rains to come down. So in our tradition, we welcome the rain. Monsoon is for rains. So we don't belong to a tradition where we say, rain, rain, go away. My little one wants to play. Come back another day. No. Rains are, because without the rain, the water system will not be there at all. No wells, no tanks, no rivers, no agriculture, therefore no food for us, no water for us to drink. Water is the most important part of all our lives. We know within us also how much part of us is water content. So without the water content, we'll all get dehydrated. It's the water that gives us a beautiful form. Water removed, Gurudev used to say, you will be a matchbox of ash. That's all. Matchbox, small little matchbox. But we are height-wise, weight-wise, so much all-pervading. We occupy so much of space. It's the water content in us that gives us the form, the shape. So therefore, vṛṣabhākṣā means one who rains down, the literal meaning with his eyes, his grace and blessings. That's why the Lord's eye is so important for all of us. The look itself, we know we are blessed. We know his grace has been showered upon us, whether it is the Lord or whether it is our Guru. And when his grace and blessings come to us, it is nothing but dharma coming to us. We can never afterwards be in the wrong or do things wrong. So vṛṣabhākṣā, vṛṣapriyaḥ. Priya means dear. Vṛṣapriyaḥ means he delights in dharma. He never ever delights in adharma. In fact, in creation, everything follows its dharma. Mineral kingdom, the plant kingdom, the animal kingdom. The trees know when to shed their leaves. The trees know when the leaves should come. The trees, seasonal we are talking about, when the flowers must come, when the fruits must come, or the vegetables must come. Nothing ever oversteps its dharma. All are aligned to dharma. Therefore, they are all dear to the Lord. It's only human beings we are who most of the time are not aligned with dharma, but we are aligned to adharma. And therefore problems for us, therefore troubles for us. Therefore every problem is because we are aligned to adharma. When we are aligned to adharma, we are moving away from the divine, we are moving away from the Lord. Why? Lord is dharma. So when we are not on the path of dharma or not on the path of righteousness, we are going the opposite way. We are moving away from divinity, we are moving away from the Lord. So no matter what rituals we do, no matter what we read, how many times we go to the temple, all are important. But if we are not aligned to dharma, we are far away from the Lord. The outer world will call us great bhaktas and devotee of the Lord, etc. But from the Lord's standpoint, we are far away from Him. So all that He wants us to do through all the rituals we do at home, in the temple, the pilgrim, the yatra, whatever we do, our charity, everything should be aligned, our karma, everything should be aligned with dharma. That's all the Lord is saying. If it is otherwise, nothing will bear fruit. Why? He is vṛṣapriyaḥ. He is dharma personified. So to reach Him who is dharma, we have to walk the path of dharma. To reach Him who is dharma, we can't walk the path of adharma and hope to reach Him. Not possible at all. So therefore He is vṛṣapriyaḥ. He is the one who is reveling in, rejoicing in dharma. That is why in the Mahabharata, when just before the war was about to start, Dharmaraya, Yudhishthira is called a Dharmaraya. He was an embodiment of dharma. He gets down from the chariot and walks towards Bhishma Pitamaha. Everybody is wondering why. Now will he go and say, okay, no, because he basically doesn't want the war. So everybody is anxiously looking at what is he going to go and talk to Bhishma Pitamaha. But he knows very clearly what he must be doing, his duties. So he goes over there, offers his salutations to Bhishma Pitamaha and asks for his blessings. Though Bhishma is on the other side. The characters, whether it is Ramayana or Mahabharata or Bhagavad or the Puranas, have got so much to teach us if we are available. Bhishma Pitamaha tells him, you are on the side of dharma, you are on the side of truth. Where dharma and truth is, Krishna will be there on that side. Where Krishna is there on that side, victory is already there. There is no question of victory not being there at all. Satyameva jayate. So you are always on the side of dharma and truth. Therefore the Lord is always on your side, Krishna there. Victory is already yours, he says. Go and do your duty, he says. Bhishma Pitamaha to Dharmaraya, to Yudhishthira. Just go and do whatever you are supposed to do. So Bhishma Pitamaha, Dronacharya all knew the outcome of the Mahabharata war. But still they did what they had to do. So vṛṣapriyaḥ.